come back. What was supposed to be a fun-filled day at the mall was anything but. This after a dispute over tickets on a Mississauga bus. The Sunny Days Camp with Epilepsy, South Central Ontario, says they purchased My Way's special purpose tickets for the campers, but the bus driver would not honor them, leaving campers disheartened and confused. Trevor Gordon joins me now, Media and Government Relations at Epilepsy South Central Ontario. Trevor, good to see you. Wishing we were speaking on a better situation here, but walk us through exactly what happened. You were there with those campers, taking them on a trip to the mall.
Yes, I was, and right out the gate, let me thank you and CTV for always sharing these stories related to epilepsy. I thank you for this. But yeah, we were on our way to Square One Mall, heading to Build-A-Bear with our Sunny Days Camp, and we got to the bus stop quite early because we can walk slow at times, and we wanted to get there in advance so that we weren't causing a disturbance to other passengers. We got there within 10 minutes before the bus arrived. The bus arrived, and as we were boarding the bus in single file, the bus driver right out the gate, his demeanor looked like he was just not wanting to be there. Why did we have these special purpose tickets? He wanted to look at each one. He didn't understand why we had them, and he kept questioning why we had them. It was like a bit of 5 minutes of just horrible treatment, and children right behind me feeling uncomfortable, even one child grabbing my hand, either protecting me or being nervous himself.
Yeah, and these are young little ones, of course, and wanting to go to Build-A-Bear, and we were just showing our viewers some of the pictures of some of the kids and the bears that they got. What was your sense of, on how the kids were feeling with all of this? You certainly feeling disheartened and frustrated.
A combination of excitement and confusion. You need to understand that for a lot of these children, this is their first time being on a bus. The trip on the bus is a trip in itself before Build-A-Bear. So they were quite excited to then confused, are we not going to Build-A-Bear? What's happening? They just wanted to get on the bus, and they were wondering why I was taking so long to get on the bus, right? So they were all just excited, but then confused. Like I said, the one child even camper grabbing my hand, nervous, wondering, why aren't we getting on the bus here? Why are we not allowed to get on the bus?
And this also speaks volumes to, the education that needs to come around awareness, around epilepsy, understanding what it is. We want to point out as well that the city of Mississauga is looking into the incident. They say they're very disappointed, concerned that it's happened. They're going to be addressing it with the driver, and they also assure that their drivers are well trained, but they are going to address it. But talk to me again, how this speaks to the awareness, the education around epilepsy, that needs to be ongoing to hopefully avoid incidents like this.
Yeah, I was saying to a colleague, was the bus driver expecting us to have a seizure as we walked on the bus? I know that's not the most nicest comment to make, but it's a hidden disability, right? What did we have to show our health records? How do we prove that, some of our campers or all of our campers have epilepsy? How do we prove that?
And worthy of having these special purpose tickets, right?
Yeah, and I mean, let me add, it's not an easy process to get these special purpose tickets. We had to speak to just to be clear, my issue isn't with My Way, it's with one particular driver. My Way was kind enough to offer us these special tickets. We had to send a company letterhead. We had to send a check to pay for the tickets in advance, showing proof that we're an epilepsy organization. They're not easy tickets to get. So it was just disheartening that we had to literally, I said, hi, we're with Sunny Days Camp. We're an epilepsy organization. It says it right on our shirts. And it was just disheartening that, we had to prove ourselves, essentially.
Well, I mean, we can show that at least the kids were still able to have that important and special day for them. But as you say, it's an important story as well when we're talking about raising awareness and removing the stereotypes and stigma that unfortunately so many are still experiencing, so many with epilepsy. Trevor, thank you so much for sharing the story and giving us your time, and of course talking about the importance of that awareness. Trevor Gordon is the Media and Government Relations at Epilepsy South Central Ontario. We wish you and the campers well, Trevor. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, CTV, for always sharing epilepsy awareness stories like this.
You're welcome.